Oh, we started.
Mm-hmm. Sure, I can hear y'all. Yep, y'all talk.
Hello.
Okay, good. Good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, the bars are going up. I'm gonna go on your Facebook to make sure, but you're live. You ready to go?
Okay. All ready?
Yeah.
Hello. Welcome to Vent Session with Thatsso Stephanie. So, today we have here, I'm sorry, y'all see that? Bloopers and all. Today we have with me Kevin, aka Kim, and and that's KYM. Yeah. We're speaking in reference to the LGBTQ community and also in the Black community and what is actually happening. Some of the woes, no's, and all of that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and begin. Kevin?
Yes, ma'am.
Look, I already introduced you. I didn't even let you introduce yourself.
That's okay.
Are we live on Facebook? I do have somebody that's going to be tuning in as well. That's going to actually be on the show on Facebook as well. So y'all already know I've been talking about doing a podcast for some time now. And I just said, you know what? I put a date on the calendar and I said I'm just going to do it. And that's what we're doing right now. Doing it. Okay.
Oh.
Hold on 1 second. So, just a little bit about you. First of all, I met Kevin. What do you want to be called on the show? Well, actually, you look like Kim today. So we say Kim. Actually, you look like Kim every day. So I met Kim last year at Pride. I go to Pride almost every year. And I didn't know him from a can of paint. And I was walking down the road. And he just has the type of personality that I have. And we were just like, hey girl. Ha. And we hit it off from there. I think we hung together almost the entire night.
Yes.
And then that's it. We lost contact for
a few months.
A lot of months.
Because we didn't find your number in his phone. He didn't.
Okay.
He didn't lock it in, but I hung it down.
Okay. So now we actually do a lot of things together now. So this is not just he's also my friend now. So to get this party started, one of the things that we're gonna first of all, can you guys hear us really good? Y'all can? Okay. We're gonna start out with talking about pretty much his out story and the importance of people being able to come out with their sexuality without, parents and friends making things bad for them. Okay, it's already bad enough in the world and in the community for them, and it shouldn't have to be that way. Okay, so we're gonna start with him telling his not really out story. Can you tell them about that?
Okay, well, like Stephanie said, I don't really have an out story because when I decided to tell my mother that I was gay, quote unquote, she said, "You ain't telling me nothing that I don't know." So I was always respected and felt like somebody home, but I grew up in Jordan Park, so it wasn't. Everybody went on the same page, but I held my own, and everybody accepted me after a few trials and tribulations, should I say.
Okay.
Like I said, my mom never made me feel different. She just told me if you was going to be something, be the best at it. And 44 years later, I'm trying to be the best at it.
Well, one of the things that is always a question is that people want to know, well, was he born this way? Or did he just come, just one day say, you know what, I like men and this is what the hell is going to be. What was your story on that?
Well, I can say that I've never knew nothing else. I've never known anything else. As far as I know, when I've always been attracted to men, I didn't ask for that. It's always been there. So I would say that I was born that way because I've never been attracted to women in that area. I mean, women are my idol. I looked up to my mom like she was a princess and every other woman. But as far as that, it just was there. I mean,
Okay.
just common nature. As if you would be, you like baby dolls. I just felt the same way. I didn't, like G.I. Joe or football.
Okay.
Anything like that. I just did, and it's not my fault.
Well, one of the things that I have thought about when I think about the LGBTQ community, you guys have your own community, right? So I'm heterosexual. Okay, I play and I joke and say I'm a bulldagger because I have no interest in a man right now. I really don't. I don't want to be bothered at all. So I joke and play like that sometimes on Facebook. I'm a clown sometimes. So it seems as though y'all have a whole parade, damn near a whole month. You have flags and rainbows and specified locations that represents being gay, trans, or in that community. I mean, they don't do that for heterosexuals. Why do you feel like the focus is so much on your sexuality? But I feel like it's all about sex because you like men, I like men. That's our damn business. What the hell do we have to celebrate?
Well, I actually believe that they are only celebrated, and not speaking of my own kind, only the people that pass laws to allow things that wasn't allowed in my world.
Okay.
So I feel like it's just a makeup for mistreatment, judgment, and things like that. Even though that my lifestyle was going on in the biblical days before
You're absolutely correct.
anything was going on, I just feel like it wasn't accepted. So I guess the parades, the holidays, the month of celebration, the flags, and things like that are just a form of payback because when I was born, I was somebody.
Okay.
Just like everybody else.
I get that. You think it's something that should be taught in schools?
I don't think it should be taught in schools. I just think that people need to teach their children to respect everybody.
I agree.
I don't think it's really a decision to respect somebody. You should automatically do that until you're disrespected.
I agree with that. Now, do you consider yourself trans? Now, this is something that transsexual to me, I feel like is getting your penis or cut off and put in a vagina, or a vagina being molded into a penis, which is a very interesting surgery.
I'm gonna take my swallow first. So we get into this right here.
So with that, what do you consider
myself trans? I was born a male. I'm attracted to men, so therefore my definition for myself, I don't care about the rest of the world. Not saying, literally care, but I identify as a gay male attracted to men. I don't agree with the just because you get some breasts, you're a woman. You know, I don't identify with that. I'm from the old school, and I dress how I feel. If I don't feel like shaving one day, I'm not gonna shave. If I feel like getting cute, I get cute. If I'm in my work clothes, I'm in my work clothes. What you see is what you get. I don't, I don't think I have to transform to satisfy nobody. I'm all right with me.
Okay. All right. That was a good answer. All right. So, and if anybody have any questions or anything like that, you can actually ask your questions if need be. We're going to have another guest that will be coming on as well. She's going to be tapping in at any time now on live, wherever she is. Ma'am, wherever she is. homophobic people. I love me some gay men. I feel like we relate. And when I put on makeup, I actually look like I don't have on makeup, but when I put on makeup, I actually look like a cute transsexual. And I think that transsexuals be cute to me. So
I don't believe that.
no, 100%. I look like my brother when I put on makeup. If he was trans, no, for real, I'm dead serious. I say it all the time. Like when makeup artists do my makeup, I already have strong features. I kind of favor my daddy. So if you add makeup to this, you know, some may call it anxiety. Stop playing with me. I'm a realist. I know what I look like, and I look.
Well, if
I
that's how
actually
you feel, I would not, because I've never met your dad.
But you should see when I wear makeup. I'm gonna show you pictures. How about that? One makeup artist here in St. Petersburg got upset with me because I said I look like I posted a picture of me. I actually looking like Miss Doubtfire.
Stop.
I'm not even lie. I gotta show you that picture. But I posted and I said, if my brother was a transsexual, this is what he would look like. This is what he would. And she got upset. I don't think it was a reason. It was a compliment in a way because a trans. I think when men do the transsexual and do the shows, I go to the shows sometimes. I actually think they wear a whole bunch of heavy makeup to control themselves. It's a show. So, and that's what I feel like I was looking like, a show.
Okay.
I was getting ready to do a show. I used to do plus size modeling. So I was doing a show. So that's what I look like. But she got upset with me and blocked me.
Oh?
Yes. But since then,
Were you commenting on your makeup?
Yeah.
Were you commenting on your own makeup?
I wasn't saying anything bad about her. Or anything like that.
I don't know what it was.
But she blocked me, and since then, I've gained about 13,000 followers. So it's okay. Nothing against her or anything. So, homophobic people, men mainly fall into that category in being homophobic. Some of them do not like the sight of a gay man that twitches and act like a woman. They can't stand it. And they don't want to be close by you, don't want to talk to you or anything like that. And I find what do you take on that? Because I'll tell you what my take is on that after you speak about it, because I think it's a big thing, and I think that men need to be more in tune with themselves. Because if you're more in tune with yourself, then there is no need of feeling any type of way about a gay man. So I feel like you almost need to check yourself.
Not at all. Listen, okay, I'm going to give you an answer. I have 3 brothers. It ain't nothing gay, soft, feminine, or anything about them. And they have no problem with their brother. So I feel like if a man has a problem with me and anybody else in my lifestyle, being next to them, speaking to them, getting some money with them, chilling with them, having a good time with them, they're confused.
I kind of...
They're confused. Sometimes men get angry at the fact of attraction. And you can't control attraction. I don't give a damn if they lay in the bed together at night. They're going to think about what they're attracted to or just have their personal thoughts. They will never be said. And I'm saying this from a personal experience that I've had to fist fight men that want to come see me later. So it's an uncomfortable feeling for them because they're uncomfortable with themselves.
I agree.
You know, and how society may look at them. I'm so all right with me. Like I said, I was raised with boys. My mom had all boys, and we just discovered my sister from my dad.
Okay. I'm like, damn.
We didn't know she had. That my dad had. But I have never had that problem from my brothers. My brothers can come right in here, and you can be just as tough as me, a man, and he wouldn't feel uncomfortable, neither one of them. And I have 3 brothers. They're not in that area. So I know for a fact when someone acts like they're paranoid, disrespected, homophobic, or standoffish, that's in their mind. They fight their own thoughts. Because look at me. Do I look confused? I mean, most of the world might say I'm confused, but I know what I like.
Right.
The ones that's running and acting like they playing football. That
brings me to another question. The next question is, okay. The next question is tucking.
Mm-hmm.
I am interested in this tucking situation because are we using tape or are we using what do we use to tuck? Because I must say the outfits that you wear.
Tape on my shit.
Can you stand up and show us your outfit today?
Yes, I can.
Now, with the outfits that you wear, I never see your pinnacle.
Well, it's trained to be put away.
How do you go about?
Well, I just, to be honest, on a serious note,
How I go?
I wear a type, probably a size or two smaller than panties, you know, and pull it back. But actually, for the people who really don't know, there are two sockets in this. Let me stand up and show you. There are two sockets in this area where, as you get older, you know how when men get older, they just get longer, falling down. Well, as a child, they start up here in the socket, so you can actually, the first time might be a little tight, pop them right back up into those sockets. Yes, you can. And then whatever is hanging, you just pull it back and pull your panties up. All that tape, I would never put. That's like putting super glue on your shit.
So it stays like that the whole time. Because and I tell you, he wears some outfits. You hear me? He be wearing some outfits. You see what he got on today, and I never see his pinnacle.
Well, I'm 44, so she's a little trained.
Okay.
To stay in her area, but the start of it was that, and it's only comfortable spandex underwear. You know.
Okay. Do you have an interest in taking it off?
No.
Okay. Okay, so y'all get that about. First of all, we just learned how to tuck. You gotta train her for number one.
Well,
and then about homophobic men acting the way y'all act with other gay men, it's unnecessary. And then for women to just because a straight man says something to a gay man, it doesn't absolutely mean that he's gay at all. But that brings us to another situation that's going on in our community, period. Outing. And outing is when you actually have a down low man that is sleeping with a gay man. He may have baby mama at home, may have another woman and another woman or whatever, but he is secretly sleeping with a known gay man. And then you turn around, the gay man turns around and says to their friends or the world or whatever, for whatever emotional thing that charged them to do it, and they come out and says, he's gay. Me and him been screwing for such and such time. So what is your take on outing? I know that for me, it's very dangerous. And as a woman, yes, I'll be straight with you. We be wanting to know. We want to know, like, oh, so you fucking men.
Well,
so if you fucking men, we, you know, this woman may say, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to screw you or anything like that. I feel like you should give us the option. I don't want to be with you if you've been with a man. And why do women think like that? So now tell us your take about that.
First of all, my personal friends, you can ask them. They don't know the first man that I've ever been with.
They don't?
No, because I don't feel like that's their business due to his lifestyle or, you know, past individual's lifestyle. That's not my job to out them. Mm-hmm. But I will say, that half of the
I think
reason
the alcohol is working.
it's supposed to.
Say it again.
It's supposed to.
No, the other part.
They are programmed to hide. That's where that download shit come from.
Mm-hmm.
They're programmed to not be themselves only because of how they know they'll be accepted, or the way they won't be accepted or treated in society. Listen, without saying any names, I've met some so-called straight men that are freakier than me. That I have to sometimes say, get the hell out.
Because they too freaky.
Very.
But they're supposed to be down low.
Yeah, and I say that because I say 85% of down low men, in my perspective, is because the things that scratch their itch, most women aren't gonna do.
Okay.
That's what I think. The down low can come from you being interested in somebody like me. You not want to know your homeboy. You not wanting your homeboy up the block to know, so you invite me to Orlando to play pool or do the regular stuff you would do in the city, but you don't want to be seen. So that's my take of down low.
Okay.
And including the sex and all that other stuff. Now,
these days, I don't think women are as modest as they used to be. Women used to really don't. I mean, we used to not, believe it or not, with these juicy, big, plump lips. We used to not suck penis.
Why?
Some of us really didn't use. It was a secret to suck penis. So
I remember.
If your friends are around talking, it's like, so any one of y'all ever suck penis? Everybody would be like, no, girl, no, no. I remember
that was my first sexual encounter.
Sucking penis?
Yes, I would rather fuck one.
You rather suck a penis?
Hell yeah. I would rather suck a penis.
See, we wouldn't rather suck a penis. Like
well,
we didn't we weren't like that. We weren't like that. Yeah, we wanted that now. We want him to go
See,
down.
that's my last option, believe it or not. I'm not into a man beating up in me like that. I would rather use my mouth, my hands, and my tongue in their areas that turn them on than to just sit there and let them beat up in my ass.
Okay. See, and I prefer.
That's for me, though.
I prefer. I don't just want to suck. You know what I mean?
I mean, not saying
but I want him to do me. So,
right.
I want him to do me. Not saying that he won't get
what I'm trying to say is,
that's
it is so, okay, you can go take you a shower, wash with your little feminine product. It's some things, but now that I got to get out of there and do all that, and some people just ain't worth it. You know, so if you know that you done sat there and douche yourself out to make sure that your area is clean back there.
And you're ready.
Right. That's a job for a bitch to get on you for 2 minutes. So if you're going to be 2 minutes, I might as well going to use my mouth and get you on out the way because...
Okay, I get it. But we just wasn't with it. Nowadays, women are more freakier. Ooh. White women, y'all show
no.
Y'all showed out. And y'all made us come on out and start showing out too.
There's a lot of men telling Becky thank you.
So yes, Becky. I named my box truck Becky. My first box truck name is Becky. Because Becky get you right. Okay, so you can go out there and make that money. So that's why her name is Becky. And then the next one name is Susie. So all my box trucks names is white girl names. Well, on a purpose. So now I lost my train of thought because I think I maybe not need to drink alcohol on my show.
You should not have it no other way.
I'm beginning to feel it.
Because any kind of, because this is really a personal topic for some people. That,
it is.
Especially the people that are uncomfortable with themselves. And some of them sitting there like this. Ooh. Don't say that about me. And some people are getting educated as well.
Yeah. Well, I think that now that we're more freakier, I have a Trinidad bloodline, so the freak is dormant there. It just happens when it's the right person.
I gotta check my bloodline.
You might be Trinidadian.
I've been doing some shit.
You might be an islander. So, being that women are more tapped into themselves and more freakier now, we're doing things like
the clean version.
Do we do that?
What?
I don't think I've done that.
What's that?
Suck it backwards. But I've heard people say that. I've heard people
love
say
to do that.
suck it backwards.
Yes. Let me tell you
requires
something.
him putting it backwards.
I don't care what no man say. If he can get his ass licked and his penis sucked at the same time, in the same area, in the same walk, that's paradise to them. You won't find men to say that, but they ain't gonna stop it.
We just did a poll the other day in reference to men gooch. The gooch,
Right.
The gooch is the area under the balls, right before the anus, the hole, the anus hole. Okay.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
I truly believe. Now that area feels good. I'm a witness, but that's just enough for them to, because they really want their ass licked. For real.
Okay, so that's the thing.
That's just the
we just had a
beginning.
debate about a guy. He was like, "Oh hell no, ain't nobody touching my gooch. Ain't nobody touching my gooch." I said, "It's not like she's touching your behind, and your G spot. A man's G spot is in their butt." And that was my point before. Women are more freakier now, so they are sticking fingers in behinds and doing dildos.
I don't think nothing is wrong with that. Listen, you gotta know when to hold and know when to fold. When it comes to this so-called gay shit and a woman pleasing a man.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. Because if a woman likes a woman and she tell her husband, he's so happy to go get that other woman to have that threesome.
Mm-hmm.
But if a man and a woman is together, and this is, quote me on this, you never hear about what goes on in a long relationship couple until they break up. Then the man is gay. He's doing all this. But how the hell, because you stuck your finger in his rectum,
What makes him
and
gay?
his prostate, made him get off, whatever got him off in that area, because that is a male's area.
It is, I think so.
He can't help, that's where it's at. But you tell me what's gay about it if a woman is doing it to him. How? How is that gay if a woman is pleasing her man however he needs to be pleased?
So what's going on is, guys, is that we're losing our men because
We
we're
definitely
not
are.
doing the things that gay men do, so that's how they're becoming down low.
Exactly.
Get your house in order.
Trust me.
Get
If
your
you
house
go
in order.
ahead and take care of that asshole and that gooch or whatever, y'all personal talk in the bedroom, they will not be calling us, knocking on the windows or way to the club over anything, and you won't have no friction. First of all, you got to get him right with himself because he may feel uncomfortable coming to you with that. But girl, if that man wants his ass lick it, because he gonna go get it licked.
Okay, now I'm not doing that part. I'm not gonna lick it. I might say,
We're gonna get off track for 1 minute. My friend told me, and mind you, she's a lesbian.
mm-hmm.
She said it was disgusting for me to do what I do with my mouth in all areas. And I ain't ashamed. That's just what I like to do. And I love to please whoever I'm with.
So I'm into pleasing.
But she's acting like it was so disgusting. And she eats vagina.
Which is wrong. That's what I don't get.
She
I
eats
don't
vagina.
even
And the way she was
understand how
looking.
men eat vagina.
I'm talking about you, Vontae. She is. We went back and forth. She was like, ugh. I said, Vontae, you eat a vagina. You bleed yourself once a month. You have a child. How do you feel like me pleasing a man in all areas is so disgusting and you do what you do with your girlfriend? I don't get it. Could you please?
Oh, she's gay?
Yes. She's gay
And
and
she
faithful.
eats it.
Yes, but me licking a gooch and all
No,
that.
I'm 100%. For one, penis is skin. That's what I think of it. Penis is skin. Women, we're fleshy. Men, y'all be thinking we down, we really be, okay, I think another type of way. So when you think that we looking down and be like, Get. I be looking down like,
This is
damn,
really
you really doing this shit? This shit wrong. You really down here in the flesh like this.
It's doing it.
And see, you just have men, as long as you clean, you just got skin. So it's like,
But you
washing it externally and everything. You know, women not supposed to even wash with soap in their vajayjay. So I don't know. I think that's a little different to be a lesbian and to be a man eating vajayjay. Please don't be discouraged. Please don't stop doing it. Don't stop doing it because we won't be able to be in the household together. Because I like that better than anything.
But I didn't understand the logic of what she was saying because I thought about it.
She should have thought about saying that because I don't get that because women are raw and men have just skin on it. You know,
I mean, and I'm thinking, and you listen.
And it's like this.
Licked a
licking
vagina.
the skin. That's what it's like.
I have bathed with my friends, dressed them, cleaned them, in drunk situations, bathed them, you know, all that. But I've never even gave a damn what was going on to make sure they was clean. And I was lost when she said that with a straight face, knowing that she done had hers for 40-some years.
Yeah, and ours is different.
Try to make me feel disgusting.
Yeah, ours we have children out of. I'm talking about huge babies, 9-pound babies out of them. I'm talking about 8 pounds 3 ounces, 9 pounds 2 ounces, and 7. That's 3 of them that I had. That's pretty.
But moving on, that's I feel like that is one. I think it's only 60% of anybody that's gay that's comfortable with them being gay their damn self.
Okay.
So to make someone else's gay actions seem weird
worse,
makes them feel like theirs are
they're okay with theirs.
But you can't just tell me anything. I'm that bitch that's gonna sit there with you. You gotta explain that to me.
So we kind of got off of outing.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of got off of outing.
We did.
Because I feel like outing is so dangerous, and I also feel like
it is
when you call yourself outing someone. Recently, not sure if I should speak of it, but I've heard talk. I don't get into all the river drama or what's going on or whatever, but I'm so damn nosy. I be knowing what's going on because people around me talk about it, and it, you know, you just hear things in passing at the store, you know, and people just be talking. So recently, someone died, and apparently he was messing with a man, which is
I heard
a man who dressed as a woman, and he also was messing with a few women. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't until he died until.
Wait a minute, are you talking about the outer or the male that was creeping?
The male that was creeping is dead.
That's the one that was messing with women as well.
He was messing with women and a man.
Oh, okay.
A man that dressed like a woman. So, but the thing about that one is nobody knew about it. But apparently from what I hear, now this is just here, when the person died, he practically outed him. He practically outed him.
And he didn't.
If he wasn't outed while he was here alive on Earth, why was he outed?
Let me tell you something about coward homes. Excuse my French, coward homosexuals. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, like I said about the transgender thing, some homosexuals feel like they have something to prove. And again, that man know that that young man's mother was grieving. Let me tell you how evil some of my kind can be. That's why you don't see me around other people. This shit just look like this, but I don't mess with a lot of them for reasons like that. Because not only do they make it hard for me and everybody else, the upcoming ones, stay with a bottle upside their head, a bullet in their damn head, and for reasons like that. Only because if you wasn't she enough to do the same thing you did while that person was on Earth, why would you take anybody through that? And not saying that it's his fault that the young man was messing with him. His actions he got to be held accountable for because
After the
it was
fact.
after the fact was no reason. You tell me what someone would get out of that other than wanting to be seen, wanting to be heard, or wanting to be acknowledged. If you know what you do, and you think I'm gonna get on Facebook or Instagram and tell somebody who I sucked or effed 10 years ago, that ain't nobody's business, whether they dead or alive. So I knew he had a motive, and I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's sad that people want to be accepted and treated equal, but you're doing shit like that. That's hurtful. That's very hurtful. It's dangerous because you have homosexuals that look up to people like that and they think it's okay. And they ain't gonna make it fine. He ain't gonna make it fine, sad to say, because he's gonna do it to the wrong person. When somebody jeopardizes all they have, and I'm not defending a man that messes with a homosexual. What I know from these 44 years on earth, their mindset. When I said that a man is always gonna go get that itch scratched, if they're attracted to that, they're always gonna be attracted to that until they overcome it, make a decision to stop or do whatever. But for somebody to do it, knowing that you're not their boyfriend, you're just a fling. And 9 times out of 10, you're so angry and you put stuff on Facebook and doing malicious things because you're paying for it. If you get it naturally, don't nobody owe you nothing. So that was his payback. He felt like he got paid because he exposed that man. That ain't here. He'll never see him again. He'll never suck him again if he ever did. So now he got to deal with the consequences of him being ignorant and exposing somebody for what?
I get that.
It's unnecessary.
So I think outing is pretty dangerous, even though us women want to know. I think that men should be more open with their sexuality and let women know so that they have a choice. I think it's very unfair that if you're, and that's the thing too, if a man is sleeping with women, we don't care. We don't want to know about, we don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? But if a man slept with another man, we want to know.
And I get that. And I have rules. Not only when it comes to my friends, men, I'll never touch them. They might not know, but I'll never touch them. But what I'm not going to do is go at my family's man. Tell you the truth, I don't think not one time in life I've ever went at a man. I've always been approached.
Really?
Every time.
So even the men who, the Downlow men are actually approaching you.
Yeah, everybody has a time and place to where they feel, or that little few seconds to do whatever they got to do. Just like they would holler at you, they would do the same to me. But when I say rules, and I'm from here. Mm-hmm. I was raised in Jordan Ball, the old Jordan Ball. Mm-hmm. Anybody that knows me know I'm not on that type of stuff. If I'm sucking one, I've probably been sucking it for 20 years. But I'm not gonna mess with my friend, sister, cousin, any kind of family, any kind of interaction that I give a damn about or I know personally. Just like
would you let them know?
That's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
So please listen to me. Can y'all hear me? If you come to me and you know you got churn from somebody that I know, I love, or that you even mess with, just get ready for it. Have your boots on, your gloves and all, because I'm going to tell, because it's disrespectful. There's so many other ones out here for you to do that to. Don't do it to me. Because sometimes, I don't know if it's just my heart, my loyalty, and the way I was raised, I just can't do it. And to be honest, if I see your ass doing it with somebody else, I still maintain it. So just keep that to yourself. Don't bring it to me. Now, there have been situations to where I have played around with men that certain friends don't know because it's really not their business. Mm-hmm. But they know that we had communication, talk, because I hang out with everybody and I prefer to hang out with my old friends or loyal, real people. Mm-hmm. And men, I just vibe better like that. If they went behind me, I don't feel like it's my place to tell you shit.
If you had a relationship with the guy openly.
Even a one night stand.
and one of your friends knew about it?
Yeah.
And then they went behind you?
Yeah, I don't feel like I need to tell you anything.
No, because they already know.
Right.
And then that's just their business at that point.
Right.
And,
But believe it or not.
You still deal with them?
Who that?
The person.
The dude?
Your friend.
My in that area, and it's sad to say I don't have no feelings in that area. If I see a dude, he know that I might not ever want to see him again. That's just how my mindset is. I'd rather be at work doing something constructive than to give my all to somebody that I know ain't gonna get their all to me. So in other words, not saying that I'm just that mean or don't care. I know where their mind is. I know that they just got that itch that want to be scratched at the moment, and the 4, 5, 6 children, baby mama that they got, they going back to them always. So, and it's only because society. Because if they knew the shit that they say in that bedroom, they wouldn't let them come back. No. But I know how it go. I know the game, so I don't look for no more than what we got going on right now.
Okay. Well, another thing is about the competitions that happens where men that call themselves transsexuals are competing against women. I totally don't agree with that. Like, I feel like men overpower us anyway. Mm-hmm. And so just because you dress like a woman
don't make you a woman
and take hormones doesn't mean that you're a woman.
Not that you're not pretty. You should feel that way in your own damn area, your own circle. This is how I think about it. If you do that, you get your breasts, you identify as a transgender woman. What do you identify as?
Heterosexual.
What?
I'm a heterosexual.
Woman. Ain't no way, and I don't give a damn how many shots he get or she get. That's not going to make you a woman. And no disrespect to anybody that identifies as a woman that's transgender. I look at it as a woman had you, a woman had me. And if you brainwash yourself enough to know that really, if you want to do that, a woman is your idol.
Absolutely.
And I just feel like when you get
fish.
Right, if you get into
be like
if someone transforms and is a transgender woman, that doesn't give you the right to compete in the Olympics with a woman because you know you're gonna win. You know where you win at? Compete with the men and in your transition, and then you know if you got something to prove, you prove something. But a man should never try to, whether you're transgender, just if you got breasts or whatever, compete with a woman in sports. You know how hard women had to fight to even get a place in sports? For you to get some double D's and then compete with them your damn self, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for
a woman.
So why would you take that away from a woman that trained and know that she had to go the extra mile due to her circumstance? You know where that woman came from. And here you go, you get pumped up, get some shots, and now you're a woman, you compete with her, and you're going to win.
But this is one of the reasons that I wanted you, and I want this to be my first podcast, because I agree with you with a lot of what you say, and I never had a gay man, and I have gay friends. I love gay men. I have gay friends who never spoke it the way that you're speaking it. So I feel like this is an old school way of thinking, and it's a great way of thinking. What we're having issues with now is, and I'm telling you now, is these women. I am a woman. I love men. I love men. Okay? And I mean, I don't like them right now because I don't want to be bothered. But I'm on my stuff right now and I got some stuff going on and I don't want to be bothered. However, when I go out to places, I'm not approached by women like, hey, are you a lesbian? Are you gay? Or would you date a woman? They don't say that. What they do is, damn, you fat. Huh? I just went to all white party. That was a really big all white party. It was a great thing. It was love. I loved it. However, I don't know what type of pills and everything that you young folks are taking these days, but I'm 47 years old, and it's actually an assault to touch people without their permission, and it's a big thing now. All women like to dance on each other, and they all the women who go both ways like to just come up to you and touch you on your butt and think that is okay. I don't think that's okay.
Me either. If you our friend Dasha, she had to pretty much train me not to throw some of them queens on Central or both just because of the touch. I'm not used to that. I don't like it. So I feel you on that. Yeah.
I think that young gay women or young bisexual women, I think you really, 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 really need to get a hold of yourselves on that. It's not okay to go around just touching people. At least ask me. Ask another woman. First of all, I'm 47. My children are y'all age. I got a 30-year-old daughter. Okay, so I'm definitely not going to let you eat my coochie. You're too young for one. Not experienced enough, okay? So, don't do that. It's not appropriate. It really is not appropriate. And just because y'all dance on each other, don't come dancing on everybody, okay? Ask for something first. I don't know what the etiquette should be, but I know that just coming out straight and just touching on people, it's called assault.
That ain't the way.
And next time I'm gonna do a citizen arrest. I just didn't want to turn the all white party out. But next time I'm gonna have my handcuffs and I'm doing a citizen arrest and y'all asses getting charged with assault. Don't do that, because if a man do that to me, I'm a damn near almost slap his chest, a hole in his chest. So a woman, I didn't want to show out where we was. So you know what I mean? That's just not me. So I just took the hand like, man, hey, go ahead on. Don't do that. So I think that, I think it's the pills or something, or the alcohol here that is making you guys do that.
I love me some alcohol. Let me tell you something. I'm sure it's one of them traps that's unidentifiable. They got them thinking that they can do shit like that. You don't do that. You can't do that. And God forbid, after the people that I've had to one push down, shove, choke, and nudge to the side, I hope it don't never happen to me again, because I'm not that type of person. The people I know grab me, and then when I go out half of the time, and I'm sure you can relate, I love being out. I love having fun. And 9 times out of 10, even if I'm out of town, I only see the people that are with. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm worried about. Anybody else, we vibe and we having fun. Mm-hmm. Keep your damn hands to yourself.
Yes, I absolutely agree.
I don't like it was a bad experience down there. I swear. To where they was walking up to me just
cuffing you?
And Shell had to pull
during
me.
The parade?
No, in that cocktails club. Now Shell had to pull me to the side and say, calm down. Because I was like,
yeah, and
I don't like that.
I'm a dance machine. I think because I dance so much or whatever, and I be in my own world, people think that it's okay to come and slap their ass in my... First of all, if I was gay, I wouldn't be an eater. I wouldn't be the one eating coochie. I just wouldn't do it. Put a strap on or something and I maybe suck it. But I would not I would not be the one eating coochie. So if I was gay, I wouldn't be eating coochie. So I think women are beautiful and all of that, but I don't want you to throw your ass on me. Okay, I've been in the club before and I've been totally tipsy and everything, and a girl came dancing on me and I went ahead and danced with her because I didn't want to embarrass her that way. But ma'am, I have just as much ass or more that I don't need another ass that big. I had an experience with a man that had ass big as mine, and I probably was kind of jealous that he looked good in a skirt better than me or something. You know what I mean? I'm not okay with that.
No, that's never
kind of
okay.
ass being
And that's
slammed on me.
With my community, your community, anybody, children too. Don't you ever think it's okay to walk up and touch nobody uninvited or welcome? That's not cool. At all.
It's called assault, and next time I'm doing a citizen damn arrest on y'all young ass.
Get out and lay down.
So this brings us to, we're about to close in a little bit, but I want to say, y'all got to hear this story. Very interesting story with Kevin and someone that he was dealing with for several years.
A long time.
It's a kind of weird story, but I want to end with this because really, this is what is going on around us. I think men, please be more in touch with your sexuality. It's okay to get your gooch touched. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
And I got little fingers anyway. No harm will be done to you.
I pop mine off.
I don't even wear nails. Like, I won't even wear nails.
Because I'm
these little fingers.
Please, yeah, you do it.
They are so short. So it's not. I'm just doing like this on the gooch.
You do what?
I'm not gonna hurt you. Look. It ain't gonna hurt you. I said. Okay, so what I was about to say.
Mr. Man with his weird ass.
You gotta listen to this story. You gotta listen to this story,
okay,
and we need to get our households in order, ladies. And men, go ahead and open yourself up, because the Bible does speak of the bed being undefiled, which means that whatever goes on in your bedroom between a husband and wife can go on. Whatever you're doing, it's okay. Now, it's okay. That's all I'm gonna say. It is okay. So experiment a little bit. Maybe he'll stay home more. He may be messing with 20 women because he's probably messing with 20 women because he's missing out on the.
He looking for those
touch. He's probably missing out on the touch. So, ladies, open up your mind. Open up your hands.
I really want all women that I give a damn about to understand that just making that nigga skeet sometimes ain't enough. And excuse the word, nigger, for the other people that's watching. They may find it offensive and use that against us. But I feel like get past getting them off. Please.
And I thought that I was doing something. I thought I was doing something, thrusting the hips and all that. Apparently,
you gotta get to him, honey.
So I gotta get to him.
You gotta sometimes, and it's okay. It's so sexy to me to make him sound like me.
You know, I really like
that just turns to me when he sounds like I would, because I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, so
not saying that
I'm
he's
not doing what I'm supposed to do,
or soft or anything like that. What I'm saying is, I know that when you ever had a man tell you the next day, "Ooh, baby, you was making this noise and you did that," you think it's so funny but kind of embarrassing.
Yes, or I have said that
that high pitch or that shiver.
I've had someone scream.
Girl,
I did.
You got to try hard.
I had someone scream.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am the shit. So stay tuned for your lessons on how to make them scream. Coming up next on your next episode.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. So we're gonna go out with this story that a really good story. It's very interesting because this is a married man that he met, had dealings with for a very long time, was in his household and everything. Could you tell us about that story?
Okay, I met this.
Don't say his name.
And I mean that from the heart because he's real weird.
Don't say his name.
I'm not gonna say his name.
Okay.
Because I can't report no lawyer right now.
Okay.
I met him when I was incarcerated, seriously. And he used to give me makeup, eyeliner, bring me meals all the time. And those gifts it first off started from me cleaning up for him. You know,
when you got out?
In the prison.
Okay.
He worked there.
Okay.
So I would do that. He had switched to the midnight shift, and half the time that I was cleaning up for him would be when everybody was asleep. Mind you, this is a correction officer. And the cleaning never got done. We just went straight in the basement. But long story short, he would give me gifts all the way into, he would send me money, do all kind of stuff financially. He even picked me up when I was released the last time that I was incarcerated. And it was only for 3 days when I was studying at the university. And I ended up going to his house then. And I was actually in his house with his wife and kids. I don't know how. Me, my family, and everybody close to me was never all right with it. But he was, and until I got there, that's when I knew that what type of person he was. He was a control freak because of his finances, because of his money. And to be honest, I don't know for sure, but I think that the wife did know.
She had to know because you were still flamboyant and dressing the way you
just
dressed.
like this.
Right.
She used to give me gifts like this.
She had to know, but he brought you into his house saying that you're his friend.
Yes, that we were fishing buddies. We used to go fishing, and I don't.
But y'all never went fishing.
I ain't been fishing since my grandma used to take us cane pole fishing when I was a kid.
So you guys were intimate in his household?
Yes, and I was scared to death. Like, he owns a whole bunch of acres, even his own lake, and my friends used to call me and say, "Bitch, you better hurry get out that lake house to my husband, because you're going to be in that lake." And I started listening to it, but the setup was just so weird. It was never a question of, sometimes this man used to come jump in the shower with me while I was showering, while people were in the house.
While people was in the house?
Yes. He had me fixing his plate, bringing it to him like she would, right? It just was weird. So, I started being uncomfortable. And he later on told me that he lost respect for her when they were constantly having sex and they were trying different positions, and his penis kept coming out of her vagina. So when she stood up and just went to scream and said, "It's just too little, it's not gonna stay in." So he never,
told him.
Yes. He said it hurt him and he never had sex with her again. But mind you, way before they got married, 10, 15 years before he even met her, I was already dealing with him. Before he even got married to her. He was single.
So whatever happened to him?
Once I came back for Martin Luther King parade, I just I made up my mind that I wasn't going back no damn way because it was just weird. And they had his mother-in-law had Alzheimer's, and she used to tell me stories about how he used to beat her, and they were taking her money to where she wouldn't take her medication 3 times a day from nobody but me. She wouldn't eat from nobody but me. And that's the only regret I have leaving that house, is because she was there and she didn't trust him at all. And I know that people with dementia, Alzheimer's, go in and out. But she wasn't lying. She wasn't lying because I told them, I said, the only way that I would stop questioning y'all about why this woman will not take her medication from you all, eat from you all, and is shaking when she's around y'all, is let's just go take a lie detector test and see if who's telling the truth. They refuse. And that's when I made my mind up.
That they was actually doing
to get the fuck away from there.
Yes.
The only time they cared.
That was a
about
really
them,
dangerous situation.
It was. It was very dangerous, and I'm not going to say
Like,
that I wasn't scared.
I would have killed both of y'all first day.
Yeah, but I was under the impression. I didn't know the whole setup until I got there. I didn't know that he was lying about me the whole time. He never told me to act butch or nothing. He never warned me of
who you were.
So that just led me to believe that the whole setup in that house, that whole marriage was like weird as fuck. And when I got in there and you see how, you know, the normal routine.
It wasn't together.
He liked it being, she used to go out of town, she was fucking somebody.
Or something.
All that, she was, because he told me he thought that. And I was like, well.
Men have intuitions too.
Yeah. And
that's very weird.
If she told you after marriage, after dating for years, this is what, probably 10 years into the marriage, that your thing too little, it's gonna keep coming out. Bitch, it was little when you married him.
Yeah, it was definitely little when you married him.
So it was just, you just had to be there. But
and that's the thing too, women, just because it's little doesn't mean that it's bad, because I think that women is the one who make it good anyway. So
I mean,
little is good.
I agree partially, because I'm not gonna just sign up unless it's some perks for no little dick. I'm just saying. I'm different in that
saying, I like little.
Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about like I have to
tree stumps.
No, none of that. What I'm saying is, when you tell a man something that, sometimes he performs just as that. Because I've had a man with not too much that bitch give you the business.
Gotcha.
So I think it's really in their head. I'm not going to sign up for something that's small and you already discouraged in your mind. You done accepted it yourself. I want a bitch that got something to prove and feel like, I know this motherfucker work, I'm going to use these 4, 6 inches and make it happen.
I know how to up the a man's when they're feeling insecure. I you know, in that area, I know how to make them feel good about themselves.
Well, that's good. That's your gift.
Yes, it is a gift. I have a gift in that. So, in conclusion, I think that it's outing. Be careful with that. That's not a good thing. But men, please be more open, and women, more open with your sexuality, because they have a thing about us women that we're sleeping with our best friends.
If you are, it's for a reason.
That is not true. For number one, maybe these young people are doing this type of thing, but that's not absolutely true. That women are just out here sleeping with each other like that. Right. Do I think some of them get drunk and just be doing stuff that's been on their mind anyway? Yeah. That's been on your mind anyway. So just be true to yourself. And in the words of me, Thatsso Stephanie, live this shit.
Yeah,
live this shit to the limits. We have one life to live. Live this shit till you can't live it anymore. And that's it. And that's all. Until next time with Vince Section. So listen to me. Not next week, the 26th is another show. So it's every 2 weeks on Wednesdays. And just stay tuned to my page. It's going to be some really good stuff going on, some really fun stuff going on. And I hope that this has helped some of you some, especially heterosexual men and gay men. Be who you are, okay?
Yes.
Let us touch the gooch, okay? If that's what makes you happy, we're gonna do it. That's one thing about a woman that's in love.
No, all of them, they won't. They will not.
Who?
All women won't. I'm telling you, if y'all do, the bitches are sleeping.
Listen here. Women who in love allow themselves to get knocked upside the head and still be with them. They allow themselves to be disrespected for a long time before they get rid of them. They allow so much. They know that you're sleeping with Susie Mae and Janet Mae over there, but and they still allow that.
Listen, it's only a handful of women I know that would even accept, and it's real, that their man likes a man. And I need y'all to understand that anything that we're discussing isn't to put anybody down. I want everybody to feel comfortable, be free, have fun, get a bag, hang out, have fun. That is not my intentions. My purpose is to let you know, females, if you got more I don't do than I do's, evaluate yourself. Because if a man wants to feel a certain type of way, and you should know, for all the way straight man, if you ain't doing what you got to do in the bedroom, he gonna go find that other chick to do it. If he has
One man.
Right. If he has happened to come across a man, a homosexual, transgender, drag queen, or whatever that makes him feel a certain kind of way, it's not gonna stop. Unless you're gonna be that bitch that he like, just get ready to share him. But if you present yourself as an understanding, open-minded woman, you ain't got to worry about that at all.
And there you have it. There you have it with Kim.
Bam.
So,
It's
pretty good. It was really good.
wasn't
Wasn't it? We were drinking Stella Green Apple my first time. Me either. My first time drinking. We drank the whole bottle. There's a little corn left though. So anyway, y'all go ahead and live this shit until next time. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks on the 26th, and please stay tuned to that show. It's gonna be you got both of them? We're gonna have a few people here, and it's gonna be a good time. So, so thank you all for tuning in, and have a great evening.
Peace.
Peace.
Ooh.
I did.
You did? You saw it?
All of it.
For real?
Right there.
I wish I would have put it in my phone before.